This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is a case of Palmer versus Palmer. You all are married, you've been together for 20 years, you've got 2 children together, but the life that you have built together is all in jeopardy based on what happens here today. Am I right, Mr. Palmer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Right, you've opened this case. Tell us why you're here.
Well, Your Honor, I'm here because after 20 years of marriage, I'm suspecting that my wife is cheating on me. Yeah. And I was like, hey, it's getting old. It's time to get to the bottom of it. So I'm here.
Miss Palmer, come on, talk to me. Tell me something.
It hurts me right to the core. I cannot even fathom the thought of another man. Just looking at him, I've been in love with him for all these years. There's no way that I could give myself to anyone else ever.
She's beaming. Look at her. She is beaming.
I love him. I love him.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So because you love him so much, how does it feel to be accused of cheating?
At first, when he said what he had said, I was shocked. Like, how could you even say that? How could you even feel that way? I had started a new job. We were behind when I first started, so I had to play catch up in the beginning. I did everything I could do, and then as soon as I left work, I had to go home and work and take care of our family and my wife duties. So it shocked me that he could even think that or feel that.
Yeah, but you know, and sometimes a new job can swallow you whole because you're trying to learn the job
Right.
and be good at it and,
Right.
and do well. And so, you know, I can't fault her for trying to do well on her job. But is there something else to support allegations of cheating?
Well, we were at home one evening, and I assumed she was downstairs, you know, let's say she was cooking, and I was upstairs. Well, I'm also upstairs with her cell phone. But just at that particular moment, I was near it and looked down at the information center, and it was a guy's name. So just to see where I was with her, I asked her, have you been talking to anyone from your job? Or does your maintenance, you know, property management, she has to communicate with her maintenance man. Do your maintenance men have your cell phone number? Do they call you after hours? And that may have been her response and said no. And obviously I had the text message, just came in moments after hours. Look, honey, you want to try that again?
Yeah. So, go ahead, love.
Ms. Palmer, I mean, that's such an easy, innocent question.
Yes.
Why did you give him a false response?
I didn't want him to get upset, and I should have been straight up in the beginning.
But why would he have gotten upset if nothing's going on at work?
I guess I didn't think of how bad it would hurt him. I thought it was just something that would just let it go and move on.
Okay. You know, you have this big smile. Why? What is it that you're smiling about?
He is just a natural actor that one day I feel like I'm watching Kevin Hart and laugh at my pain. And then one day I feel like I'm in most of the days, I feel like I'm in a romantic comedy with Will Smith. And then sometimes I maybe eat Julia Roberts and Sleeping with the Enemy.
Oh.
So, you know, I just feel like...
So you're just kind of watching him do his show?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but
I'm a part of it.
But he thinks you're a pretty woman sleeping with another man.
That's correct.
See, and that's the problem.
Look at you, Mr. Carver.
But there is no problem.
So, I mean, this is very serious. You've got a 20-year marriage here.
That's right.
That's on the line. And he's got a couple of instances of questionable behavior. And so it's kind of starting to mount up. I mean, Mr. Palmer, do you have any other reasons to think she's cheating?
Well, one more incident, and maybe you could even relate to this with me.
What?
That scares me, but okay.
Well, being that in a long marriage, you have to do different things to spice it up, okay? I do the laundry in my home just because of the attire that I wear. It's very delicate, so I make sure that, you know, the laundry is done appropriately. Well, when I go to take the laundry to do the laundry, I'm seeing brand new, well, they're in the dirty clothes, but to me, they're new thongs that I've never seen worn on my wife. So I'm wondering, if I've never seen them and you're wearing them and they're dirty, when did you wear them? When did I miss out on seeing some nice looking Vicky Secrets, you know what I'm saying? And she's got some nice ones, you know, so
what part of this he's supposed to relate to, the thong part or the laundry part?
Well, With the thongs,
What's your concern?
I don't get to see them. I get granny panties. You know, I get the
Oh,
panties.
no, not the granny panties.
Where
Okay.
you and I can relate is being that in a 20-year marriage, you have to do things to spice it up. I don't have a problem with granny panties, but I don't want them all the time. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Ms. Palmer, talk to me about why you're wearing thongs every day, but Mr. Palmer is not seeing them any day at all.
Well, I'm always the last one to get the shower. So of course he doesn't see them. So I go straight for my work clothes after cooking all day, after I'm done coming home, and then I take them off and I go get in the shower. He may be too busy in his phone to see it, or maybe too busy watching TV to see me taking them off. But when I get out of the shower, then he pays attention.
And at that point, is that when the granny panties fall in?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
I sleep in them.
Miss Palmer, I'm not buying that. How is he not seeing you in these if you wear them every day? That's not holding water for me.
I like to shop and I buy a lot of underwear. And he just doesn't see them when I take them off to go and get in the shower. And then I go straight in the dirty clothes.
Okay, did you see thongs before now?
Well,
Oh, boy.
okay, so these would be what I would get to wash, not see. I don't even know how these work. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I don't get to see them. You know, I don't even know how these work. But these is what I get. I get these, and we make these sexy.
So the thongs were something that's a new thing
It
since she
came
started
with the
working.
new job, right?
All right.
Miss Palmer, let me just ask a hard question. Who at work are you wearing these thongs for?
Myself and myself only.
I mean, okay, I'm not gonna be like Mr. Palmer. I'm not gonna be disarmed by your beautiful smile. So you gotta give me more than that. I mean,
But Mr. Cutler, you know, every now and then a lady likes to have something on that makes her feel like a girl that everybody don't have to know about. You just know that you are girlish underneath.
I understand that. But when you're married, you see that because you see the good, the bad, the up, the down. You see everything.
I'm glad you didn't say ugly.
I would never say that. No, so, but you see everything. So the fact that he's like, the only time he's seeing them when he's doing the laundry, he's like, hey, where these come from? I've never seen her wear these. Yeah, I understand why he's concerned.
Well, okay. All right. Well, I'll have to give you that one, Mr. Cutler.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Palmer, do you have any other reason to believe that Miss Palmer is cheating?
This one particular incident, I believe, took the cake. It was the final straw. I'm on the phone with her. During her getting ready to clock out, it just seemed like she was rushing me off the phone.
Okay.
Because the goodbye was odd, I called back 6 minutes later. She picks the phone up, and she's just full of energy and full of life and full of all these words that were just piling on top of each other. It sounded like, in my opinion, all the talking she was doing was trying to drown out the sound of the background as if someone was accompanying her.
What did you hear?
Well, at first, I thought I heard the sound of skin on skin slapping sounds, like.
As if she was on the phone.
Oh. And then it sped up.
The tempo change, yes.
All right, and you associate that sound with what?
Sex,
Somebody body slapping against bodies.
correct, yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Miss Palmer, he's hearing. What is that? What were you doing? Were you having sex with somebody?
No, it was me walking through the building with my boots on. That's it. You could hear rat pee on cotton. It was so quiet in the building. I'm the only one in there.
I mean, a boot walking through a building would sound kind of like.
Clop, clop.
But I'm excited coming home, so
Okay.
maybe it was a little faster.
Maybe it's a little faster, but it still doesn't sound like. That's skin on skin right there. So, Miss Palmer, were you having sex with somebody?
No, I was just in shock that he even asked me that question. Mind you, I begged him for about a year to take a lie detector test, just to get the stuff. Just stop saying this. It's not true. I
You
would
begged
never
for
do
who
this.
to take the test?
I begged him to put me through a lie detector test.
So you wanted a lie detector test?
I wanted one, yes.
And you took it.
I took it.
Did you pass it?
Yes, of course I passed.
Okay, so she passed the lie detector test. Why wasn't that enough?
It's not that easy. That's pretty much what got me here is when we took this lie detector test, this is verbatim how it went. The gentleman, strapped her up, fast forwarded to the end results.
Okay.
He brings me in the office. He pulls out that Scantron paper, points to a blue squiggly line, a red squiggly line. Then he points to this bottom number in circles. It says, that's a 95, she passed. Oh, gotta go, guys. Email me, and I'll send you guys the results.
Wow.
And so wait
a second.
You had no confidence in his results then.
None.
And so that's why you came here.
Absolutely, I'm here.
Because our experts are the best.
That's what we do, Mr. Cutler.
That's what we do.
This court has not only had one polygraph examiner, we had two certified licensed polygraph examiners to examine Ms. Palmer to determine, is she cheating? Why would you explain that? All right, you both are certified polygraph examiners, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
You've trained polygraph examiners.
I have.
You've done more than 3,000. So you all know about this. So the credentials that you are worried about are not in question.
Not anymore.
Okay.
So you both individually and separately administered polygraph examinations to Ms. Palmer, correct?
Yes, sir.
Explain what you did.
First, Your Honor, I conducted a polygraph examination, and during the course of the chart tracing, I detected that she was exhibiting controlled breathing, which is through block breathing and suppression, which is commonly referred to as countermeasures.
When you say controlled breathing, what do you mean?
Controlled breathing is when you're trying to purposely distort the charts, and you're trying to suppress your breath during the timeliness of the asking of the question during the 20-second window of evaluation.
Why were you trying to beat the test?
I was never trying to beat the test, not whatsoever. This is my life, and I would never put myself in a situation to cheat on my husband of 20 years we've been together. Never in my life would I put myself out there for another man to even attempt to snatch me up. I think all this that's going on with him is just me being gone at work makes him jealous. He wants to be with me, and I want to be with him. If I could get paid for staying at home to love my family, I absolutely would.
Mr. Palmer, what are you thinking? Because I can see the wheels moving. What are you thinking?
I don't know. It's things people will do, for love or to cover their own rear end. I don't know. I'm just taking it all in, Your Honor.
Let's get to this, the results of the test. But let me just say this, Ms. Palmer, and you probably heard me say it before. It is better for you to tell your story than, in this case, 2 examiners to tell your story. Is there anything that you need to share?
Not whatsoever. I've been telling my story. I love this man more than anything in this world, and I wouldn't even get to that situation to do something like that.
So it is your unqualified testimony that you have not cheated on your husband?
Never.
All right. You both asked Ms. Palmer, separately and apart, have you had sexual intercourse with another man since you have been married to Mr. Palmer? What was her response, Mr. Lawrence?
No.
Mr. Platt, what was her response?
She stated no.
Mr. Lawrence, what were the results of her examination?
The results of the lie detector were deceptive.
Mr. Platt, what were the results of your examination?
The lie detector determined that she was being deceptive.
Ms. Palmer, 2.
I've never cheated on him, period.
I know these 2 men. I know their credentials. Have you cheated?
No.
Who have you cheated with?
I have not cheated, period. You can hook me up to any test. You can rewind my brain.
We did hook you up to 2 tests.
I never cheated on this man since we have been married, period.
All right, well, let's go to the next question. You both asked Ms. Palmer, since the start of your new job 2 years ago, have you had physical sexual contact with anyone other than Mr. Palmer? Mr. Lawrence, what was her response?
No.
Mr. Platt, what was her response?
She stated no.
Mr. Lawrence, what did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that she was being deceptive.
Mr. Platt, what did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that she was being deceptive.
Mr. Palmer? Where's it going from here?
We got a marriage and a family on the line.
I don't know. Definitely reevaluation.
You know, you took marriage vows and it was for better or for worse. This is the worst. I mean, 20 years you don't just throw away on a dime.
Right.
But Ms. Palmer, there's nowhere for you to go if you don't tell him what has happened.
Telling the truth, period. I've never cheated with anyone. End of story.
Well, let me say this, Ms. Palmer. Today may not be the day that you feel like you want to tell him whatever you need to tell him. But at some point soon, for your marriage to go forward, you're going to have a serious conversation with Mr. Palmer. If you have any chance of your marriage going forward, you're going to have to do that. You all have known each other for a long time. You're married. This is a second marriage for both of you. Not only that, this is your second marriage to each other. And if that wasn't complicated enough, we have a celebrity marriage because, Ms. Bryant, we know you as Momma Dee. But this marriage is in trouble. Am I right, Mr. Bryant?
Yes, sir.
Right, you've initiated this case. Tell us why.
Sir, don't get me wrong, I love my wife. But my relationship with my wife, my marriage relationship is very toxic. I feel that I don't get enough respect in the household. Just this year alone, I've been put out 3 times.
Wow.
I want to make it work because I really love my wife. Aww. It's not working.
It's a cycle of down, sounds like.
Right.
And Momma Dee, I'm sitting here watching you rolling your eyes, you shaking your head. He described it as toxic. Is that how you would describe your relationship?
Yes, when it comes down, but when he says that I put him out, it's because of his verbal abuse. I'm not gonna be your MF and your B, because a man's supposed to respect his wife like you respect your mother and your sister. So, I'm not gonna tolerate it. I will not. I don't have to put up with that. And yes, he's right. I have put him out because I can't put up with that. I deserve better. I love my husband very, very much. I mean, I would fight in the street over my husband, but I'm not gonna tolerate him doing this.
And Mr. Bryant, is this true? Do you get hot enough to call her out of her name?
Well, I do.
Yes, I know.
I get hot.
And all this fighting, I noticed from the court papers, it sounds like all this fighting really comes from the 3 most common problems we see in relationships: finances, communication, and infidelity. What's going on with the finances in your relationship?
When I first met Dee, I mean, it was good. I worked, I come home. Well, actually, I was a hustler. I was a hustler. I come home. I come home with the bread. I mean, the funds was available. When I say I leave, then it was like, oh, don't go, and hold me by the leg and, make me feel like I was wanted. I say I leave now, it's dolop, you know what I mean? Because of her newfound fame,
So have things changed since she became Momma Dee?
Yeah, it has a lot.
How's it changed?
She more independent. She don't need a man, actually.
So she's making Momma Dee, you making your own money.
Right.
And it's bothering you.
Well, actually, it's her attitude is bothering me because I can't keep up with her way of living. I'm a blue collar worker. I work warehouse and I work delivery or stuff of that nature.
So does she kind of hold it?
I pay majority of the bills. That's why it's a problem. And what he don't understand, when you make your money and you chasing these jobs like you just admitted, you want to bank his money and want me to pay majority of the bills. And I'm buying all the groceries. You know what I'm saying?
But Momma Dee, let me ask you this. For a man, when his significant other, his wife, makes more money than he does.
But he make...
Hold on. That's generally okay. I think where a lot of the problems come in is where the woman starts to hold it over his head. Where it's like, I'm paying the bills, I get to call the shots. I'm paying the bills, so you do what I say. I'm paying the bills, so this is what we're doing, and we're going to do it my way. Is that what's going on here?
Yeah, but what you're not going to do, because you don't have friends, is tell me about my friends that come over. I'm working too hard, because I go through a lot, and people don't know the flip side of fame.
But Momma Dee, okay.
Take the pants off me. You can run the house, you can run my life, but you got to boss up.
No.
Yes,
Okay,
you do.
so wait. I want to be clear about this financial thing.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying, look, I don't mind contributing, but what you're not doing is you not contributing.
Right.
You are using all my money up and
Right.
banking yours.
Yes.
And you're saying you need to step up.
Yes.
And if you're not gonna step up, then you can't say. Then shut up.
Yes.
Is what I'm hearing.
That's what I say.
Okay, so this is a little different than the usual story, Mr. Cutler. The usual story is you running the show, you got all the money, and you're emasculating me. What
Right.
she's saying is just the opposite. I am making money, but I still need your contribution
Yes.
too. And you
Yes.
trying to work me to death.
Yes.
And
'Cause
then,
what happens-
and then want to put your lips on what I'm doing when you're not doing your part. Am I right?
Exactly. Thank you.
That's what's going on.
No.
here, Mr.
So,
Cutler.
Mr. Bryant, let me ask you this. Do you feel emasculated because of her fame and the money she's making?
Listen, I
Do you?
have nothing to say in that household. I have no say-so whatsoever. And that, by her saying I pay my share. I don't
No, you
make
don't.
a
You
lot
pay
of
your
money.
share.
So what I make in a week, she makes in like one walkthrough. And it takes me a week worth of hustling and buffing and sweating in the sun. You understand? I try. I'm not that person that I used to be.
But you
I'm a hell of a
choose
lot
to.
better than I used to be. And I come to the table with something. You understand me? And that's just let her know that I'm trying to play a part in a marriage that I want and I want to keep.
All right, so we got a big disconnect
Oh,
right
yeah.
there because
So-
he feels he's pulling his weight and
And
she
she
feels
saying-
he's not.
And which leads us right to
given
the
him-
second of our trifecta, communication.
Mr. Bryant, how would you describe the communication between you two?
Now,
Nail.
no, it's not at all. I mean, listen, I hardly get a chance to talk with Dee because it's either her way or no way. Because I'm not bringing enough to the table for her to listen. And you can hear how she sounds. She's like, you know what I'm saying? Not
So this
us.
whole
It's not-
communication piece to you comes back again to the finances because you don't bring the finances that she brings.
Right.
The communication is off because you feel you don't have a say.
Right. Respect
Yeah.
goes a long way.
Yeah, but
it's not about
I think you're jealous.
finances.
I think he's jealous of me.
I'm
too.
not jealous of her.
I think he feels
it's
like
not
to
about
Hold on.
finances. It's not about finances. I literally jeopardized my life. You know, I'm hypertension, and I can't be taking those sex pills. I stopped taking my medication and started taking those pills so I can satisfy her.
Wow. Okay.
You mean to tell me that I don't deserve enough respect that I would jeopardize my life just to please you?
I gotta tell you, Mr. Cutler, this is one for the record book.
Well, it sounds like they love each other. You listen to him, you listen to her. It sounds like they love each other.
Clearly. The third part of that trifecta is you believe Momma Dee is cheating. Tell me why you believe Momma Dee is cheating.
Well, I come home
through what I go
sometime and
through.
I'm tired, and you know, like she have company over.
Going through what I go
and
through.
you know, I've witnessed a
better
couple of
stay on the
incidents where you know she get the touchy with the men. She want to run around and play. See, my wife is a class clown. She always want to entertain, but she don't never like to be entertained. And I be telling her all the time, look, I see you done already provided the place. Let them entertain you. Why you got to be the
So what is she doing with these men?
she grabbing that they crouch. Oh, she love that.
I have done that one time.
No,
But he
you
was
have
gay.
done that several
He
times.
was gay. He was gay.
No, he wasn't. You done my
Yes, he
friend.
was. I did your friend.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
All right, Mr. Bryant, you said you saw it with your own eyes.
My own eyes, her grabbed my friend crotch, and they was like, "This here, go ahead on, Momma Dee." And I'm like, "What are you doing?"
The world?
But you have no memory of this.
No.
What other reasons do you believe that she's cheating?
Well, it's not just with men now. It's with women.
Oh.
Listen, for one, I had to ask her. I said, man, I had to really ask her where she gay.
What?
One day I come out Her friend, what happened was that I was asleep, and she was in there drunk, and the girl kept coming. She kept coming and say, Ernest, could you let us out? Ernest, I was like, what did? So I jumped up mad, and I go out there, and a girl got her arm around her waist with her hand on her butt like this here.
That's not true.
Okay,
that's true, D.
The woman,
that's not true.
Was Momma Dee hugging the woman, or was the woman hugging Momma Dee?
Was hugging my wife. It was her company. She was entertaining. I was in the bed asleep. Her company came in the room, woke me up out of daze, and told me to come and lock the door because she was in there drunk.
So, Mr. Bryant, let me make sure we got
Was I
this.
asleep?
No, you
believe Momma Dee is cheating with men and women?
And women.
Oh.
Momma
And
Dee?
women. Because I wouldn't let, if I swear to God, if a man had me with his hand around me like that, she would have sworn that I was sleeping with her.
Ask him, was I asleep?
Okay.
Ms. Bryant, okay.
Drunk sleep.
So you're not denying it happened. You're
denying
just
it
saying
happened. I'm
you
just
don't
saying.
remember it, and if it did happen, you were
Sleep. Ask him, was I awake?
You were dead awake, D. You
No,
were
I
drunk.
was not.
You was drunk, but you was awoke.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you
No, I
was.
wasn't.
D. I was asking you, I said, well, why you ain't open the door, let them out?
Wait.
okay. Have you cheated on your husband?
No.
Have you cheated on your husband with men?
No.
Have you cheated on your husband with women?
No.
So that is not your thing.
Baby, I'm strictly him.
Here's the thing. Do you all want to be together?
Yes.
Do you?
I love her. I love her. She's a very beautiful person. It's just that I just don't like what she become.
What I've become, I've grown.
I love her. I just don't like what she become. I mean, it's much love for her success and all that stuff, but I would rather have my old
the one that was on welfare and food stamps. But I've grown, and when life puts you on a platform, you got to move with the clouds. You got to move with it. You can't stay stuck and scared because I feel like he's fearful of success. And when the opportunity, I'm that grabber, and when I see it, ain't nothing standing between me and success but win. And I'm gonna climb that mountain. I'm gonna make sure I do, but I need him to climb it with me.
All right, so we got 3 issues we're dealing with today. We've got finances, we've got communication, and infidelity. I think we need to address this infidelity issue first, and we can deal with the other 2 issues, and I'll talk to you about how we're going to do that. But we've got to address this infidelity issue first. You believe she's cheating, you deny that you're cheating, correct?
Yes, correct.
This court has done a full and a complete investigation. At this time, the court will call forensic voice analyst Guy Wolf to determine, is Momma Dee cheating? Ron, please report Mr. Wolf.
How are you, Mr. Wolf?
I'm well, Your Honor, thank you.
Good.
Now, Mr. Wolf, would you state your credentials, please, for the court?
Yes, Your Honor, I've been in law enforcement for more than 23 years, primarily as a special victims detective. I've also been a forensic voice analyst for more than 12 years, and I've conducted hundreds and hundreds of exams.
Right. Explain, please, how forensic voice analysis works.
Sure. When you speak, you have AM and FM frequencies in your voice like on a radio, and when you tell a lie, the FM frequency goes away. Forensic voice analysis works by measuring those frequencies. I can then look at a chart and I can determine where someone's being deceptive.
So, you asked Momma Dee a series of questions.
I did, Your Honor.
Let's take a look at the first question.
Since remarrying in 2015, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than your husband?
No.
Okay.
What did the forensic voice analysis determine?
The voice analysis determined that she was being truthful, Your Honor.
Let's take a look at the next question you asked.
Since remarrying in 2015, have you had physical sexual contact with anyone other than your husband?
No.
What did the forensic voice analysis determine?
The voice analysis determined that she was also being truthful, Your Honor.
So we have the answers to the issue of infidelity. Mr. Bryant, Momma Dee has been faithful. She has been faithful. There is no other man. When she said it's you all day, that's true.
Ernest, I love you. I always love you. You're my life.
I love you too, from the bottom of my heart. I love you more than words can explain.
You gotta go over there and hug on her.
There's nobody else but you, and you the only man she's grabbing on.
Yeah, that's.
What do you want to say to your wife?
I love you. I mean, I love you. I mean, I have trust issues, but I know that from hearing this here, that you haven't been doing what I suspect you're doing. And she.
I told you.
Thanks.
But, Momma Dee, what do you want to say to Mr. Bryant?
If you're ready to some more counseling, I'm ready to make the next step in getting back. You getting back in the house, and we working on our marriage, because I can't work on our marriage if you're there in the house with other people in the family.
Momma Dee, you make an excellent point. Counseling is important, and you do need counseling. That's why we've set it up with Dr. Jeff Gardier for you all to talk to him and go through the counseling. So that now that we've got this infidelity piece out of the way, you can work on the finances, you can work on the communication, and move forward for a stronger, happier, more loving marriage. You all have known each other for 8 years. You've been dating for almost 2. Mr. Washington, why have you brought your girlfriend to court today?
Well, Your Honor, this great, good-looking guy stand for you today to tell you about this so-called lover of mine is cheating on me. Well, I have found text messages that was very strange to me. She's been lying to me, and I don't know what's going on with her, while she was actually treat a young man like myself. I cook, I clean, I make sure that she's in a bubble bath, she's all right.
I'm gonna make me that.
Not only that, I massage her and I give her great loving that no other man gay gives her.
Mr. Washington is the full package. That's what he's saying.
That's right.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes,
All right.
Your Honor.
What do you have to say about that,
here-
Ms. Turner?
I'm here to prove that he could trust me and that I'm here to fight for my relationship.
Mr. Washington, has she cheated on you in the past?
She has cheated on me in the past, but I forgave her. And I wanted her to let's move on.
All right, let me ask Ms. Turner, how did it go down from your viewpoint?
He said that I needed to be honest with him, and I told him. I came forth with him because at the time that this happened, I wasn't putting my eggs all in one basket for him.
But you being the man that you are,
The great man that he is.
magnanimous in nature.
Yeah, and you took her back.
Absolutely. I took her back because she came to me and said, "You're my Superman." And I'm like, okay, I'm here to save the day. You know, you gotta dress,
All right, we got
pull your shirt
Superman,
up.
we got Wonder Woman.
Yeah, Superman got a Wonder Woman. So we can join powers, you know what I'm saying, conquer the world. Like you guys, y'all went to college, you went to Spelman, you know what I'm saying, and got y'all
He done
things
done his
shown.
research.
So I do my research. So it's like, you guys, you know what I'm saying, have a bond, and you guys went through trials and tribulations, but you fought through it. So, I still love her, you know what I mean, from the time of what we had. We went out to parks, went out to the beach because we was in LA.
And Ms. Turner, you got back with him because you love him.
Yes. Honestly, I never felt like this with a guy. Him taking my son, that was the key to my heart because he doesn't have a father.
Clearly, you're in love with him because
Yes,
he
Your
had
Honor.
stepped up to be the man that your son needs.
Correct.
All right, you took her back and you all were Superman and Wonder Woman. Conquering the world, I think is what you said, right?
Absolutely.
All right, what happened?
Okay, so we was in Los Angeles and we moved to Vegas, right?
Okay.
To make that Wonder Woman Superman power move. Now, I'm curious, you know what I'm saying, because things changing now. The Lord just spoke to me and said, hey, look through her phone. So I looked through her phone, right?
Well, God
said-
speaks to people in mysterious ways.
Yeah.
Mysterious ways. Lord talk to you in different ways, right? So I looked through the phone I got text messages.
Oh, you got exhibits?
Yeah. I got some evidence, Your Honor.
Ron, would you please get those?
Look, you can actually see these, Your Honor. Text messages. Read them text messages.
So you went through her phone and you found these text messages. Mm-hmm. Says, send me all your pretty pics.
I really don't have pictures in this phone.
Just hit me when you're free.
So that's one set.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have a second set from other man number 2.
Right.
Says, you back?
What up?
Mm-hmm.
And said, come see me at 2
o'clock in the morning.
All right, well, we kind of know what that is.
Says, come see me. Are you back in Vegas?
Yes, but what's up?
Trying to see you, girl. Stop playing.
Miss Turner, did you get these text messages?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, can you tell me why a man is asking to see you at 2 in the morning and you got a man?
They reached out to me.
How did they reach out to you?
I responded.
They don't get their number if they don't reach out to you?
I responded, and...
So was this first guy someone you had been intimate with?
Before, in the past.
I think that's the guy that you cheated with?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
All right, so why is this guy that you cheated with in the past popping up now?
Because he's still around due to who he is.
Why the hell is he still around?
When you say he's still around, he's still in your life?
No, he's not in my life, he's just around my life.
The second man, he asked you to come see him at 2 in the morning. Why does he think that you would even consider that?
I don't think he's aware that I have a boyfriend.
Did you tell him you have a boyfriend?
He is aware that I have a boyfriend.
How is he not aware?
So, Mr. Washington, you believe all these text messages are not innocent?
None of them are innocent. Let me tell you about this. Okay, she had a graduation and a funeral to go to back in June, summer in June. Would you like me to show you?
Sure.
All right,
Step to the plasma.
Let you know right now, for real. This is the month of June, 2017. Now, she arrives to a graduation, to a funeral with her family on the 14th. She called me, hey, babe, I'm here, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, cool. On Thursday, I call her twice. I call her in the morning time. You know how you call in the morning. How you doing, babe? Get up in the morning. You know how you want to do it. I call again that night to say good night.
And on the 15th, you got no answer to either call.
Then I called on the 16th on Friday. I called 8 times.
8?
I don't call her 8 times. So I called one of her family members. So she supposedly went to a funeral, a graduation, but her family tells me they haven't seen her. They have no idea where she's at.
You thought she was with her family.
Yes.
You talked to the family on the 16th. They're like, we haven't seen her.
We haven't seen her. So on the 17th, now my mind wandering. I call her again. She doesn't answer the phone. On Sunday, she finally answered the phone. I said, babe, what's going on? I haven't heard you for 3 days. I'm worried. I'm thinking crazy. What's going on? And now she tell me, ain't nothing going on. I ain't had no phone. Give me all types of crazy excuses. And then as I'm talking to her, I hear a man's voice in the background.
Did you ask her about this man's voice?
I knew exactly whose voice it was.
Who was it?
He like my brother, but he's my best friend.
So are you saying that your girlfriend is sleeping with your best friend?
Look, if you ain't talked to me in 3 days, my best friend ain't called me and tell me that she's over here. What you put together?
Miss Turner, this looks horrible.
I'll be honest, I'm not the type of person that could deal with mourning people. So I meet up with my best friend Tempest, and we go to Lucky House. His best friend name is Lucky. We go to Lucky House and we're chilling. And I left my phone at my sister's house. So the funeral was on the 17th. So of course I didn't answer none that day. And on the 18th is when I called him.
How you call me? I called you.
Your testimony is you went to see your best friend who happened to live with his best friend.
Correct, Your Honor.
You finally talked to him after he hasn't heard from you for 4 days.
And I told him...
Was your best friend there?
My best friend was there the first day. But the second day, she was not there. Like, we were supposed to meet back up. We had an appointment that morning, the next morning. We were supposed to meet back up. She didn't answer her phone, nothing.
So you there with his best friend in his home by yourself?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you have not talked to your boyfriend in 4 days?
No.
Do you see how bad this looks?
Yeah, I do.
Bad. I was receiving other text messages saying from him, oh, I missed you. I missed talking to you. Like I said,
who are these text messages from?
From Lucky.
To who?
To her, on her phone.
And Lucky's your best friend.
Right.
And so you see these text messages, and you believe that she and Lucky are sleeping together.
They doing something.
Ms. Turner, are you testifying today that you have never slept with his best friend, Lucky?
Yes.
There's his side, her side, and the best friend side.
Right.
We have him joining us from his hometown. Hello, Mr. Huntsman.
Hey, how you doing?
Now, Mr. Huntsman, your best friend, Mr. Washington, is accusing his girlfriend of sleeping with you.
What?
Have you ever had intimate relations of any kind with Miss Turner?
No.
So what about the text messages, bro? Man, I miss you.
He
I want
said
to talk
you
to
missed
you.
me.
I missed her.
Exactly. What do you miss, bro? You got
what
other
I
girls to talk to. Why would you want to talk to my girl?
You got whatever you got going on with your girl, and you just trying to take it out on me. Because she come to me and talk about what you do. She come, and then you come to me talking about what she do. And then y'all have a problem with me being with each other. It ain't just with her with him, because she has some type of jealousy with me being with him. You know what I'm saying? But I got tired of it. This the only time we get to talk. You know, that's what's making me mad, upset right now. And because the only time we get to talk is because you talking about some dang on female. You know how I feel about that. You want me to find you another one? You talking about you got it so better than me. I mean, once you have me, one of the girls that I'm at, you going through something with your girl and this stuff right now, and you just
Mr. Huntsman, you sent text messages to Miss Turner saying that you miss her, you want to talk to her.
Okay, but it wasn't just because they share the same phone. But I know I sent her a message. I know he going to see it too.
But Your Honor, this is a relationship that we have on how it was built. This relationship was built like that. All we do is shoot jokes on each other. Like, look at him.
Exactly.
Oh, so that's a joke. So joke on me.
But Miss Turner, you talking about shooting jokes. Now you're in court because your boyfriend thinks you're cheating with his best friend.
Hold on, Mr. Huntsman.
And that's where the trust come in, because he should know that since we built this relationship, me and his relationship is friendly.
So you're saying, and Mr. Huntsman, your testimony is you all are nothing but friends.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Washington, you clearly are not buying any of this.
Buy it? I ain't gonna buy it. I ain't gonna buy it at all. I don't care if it costs a penny. It ain't to be sold to me.
Well, to get to the truth, this court would like to call private investigator and polygraph examiner Kendall Shull of Kendall Investigations. Ron, would you please escort Mr. Shull in?
Mr. Shull, good day. How are you?
Good day. Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Shull, you asked Ms. Turner, did you have sexual, physical contact with Mr. Huntsman when you stayed with him this past June? What was her response?
She said no, Your Honor.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that she was being truthful.
What are you feeling right now, Ms. Turner?
I'm feeling hurt but happy because I had to come on court for you to believe me.
He ain't finished. That's just one test. That's one answer.
Okay, that's the main one, honestly. That
ain't
really...
the main one. You cheating anyway.
Okay. Can you continue, Your Honor?
Mr. Shull, you asked Ms. Turner, other than the one man you've admitted to Mr. Washington, have you had sexual intercourse with any other man since your relationship with Mr. Washington began? What was her response to that question?
She said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that she was being truthful, Your Honor.
It still don't explain the text messages. It still don't explain you not answer the phone when you're supposed to answer the phone.
Well, actually, everything she said has been true. And maybe, Mr. Washington, the issue is you and not her.
Do you want this relationship to work or not?
Yeah, I want my Wonder Woman.
Well, don't let your insecurities be your kryptonite.
Oh, repeat it. Repeat
Oh,
it,
look
Your
at this.
Honor.
Give me some. Look at him. You see that?
What y'all talking about now?
Right. Now,
All right,
Ms.
Mr.
Turner,
Cutler. Yes, Your Honor.
do you have anything you want to say to Mr. Washington?
I do love this man. He is my Superman. He's been there for me and my son, which is the biggest gift and blessing that I could ever think about. And my thing is that I need you to trust me. I need you to be my Superman. Arthur Jermaine Washington, will you marry me?
Wow.
Wow. This is it's deep. You don't find too many women asking men to marry you, and I ain't expect this. I'll marry you 1,000 times.
Well, Mr. Cutler, I would say our work is done here.
Our work is done.
Congratulations. This is a first.
That's first.
Yeah. Miss Turner, that's how you get this job done. That's how you do it.
I feel like a woman now, like, look, I got a ring. Hey, big bro, I apologize to you, bro. My bad.